Chapter 1, Mishnah 4. A person can accept Naziris for the rest of his life in two ways, either as a permanent Nazir, one term lasting the rest of his life, or as a repeating Nazir, an endless number of 30-day terms. The Mishnah mentions a number of unusual declarations and discusses which ones make the person a lifelong Nazir and which make him a perpetually repeating Nazir. If someone says, I am hereby a Nazir as much as the hair on my head, or as much as the dust of the earth, or as much as the sand of the sea, he is a Nazir forever, and he shaves his head once every 30 days. That is, for the rest of his life he must observe 30-day cycles of Naziris one after the other. Since the hair on his head is made up of countless individual hairs, and similarly the dust of the earth and the sand of the sea are made up of countless separate particles, his vow is understood to mean that he accepts upon himself as many separate terms of Naziris as there are hairs on his head, or grains of sand. In practice, this means repeated terms of Naziris for the rest of his life. The next Tana disagrees. Rebbe says this one does not shave his head once every 30 days. Instead, he observes one long term of Naziris for the rest of his life. His declaration, I am hereby a Nazir, refers to a single term of Naziris, and his vow compares only the length of this term to the number of hairs on his head. Rather, who is the one that shaves once every 30 days for the rest of his life? Similarly, someone who says, I hereby accept upon myself Naziris terms as numerous as the hairs on my head, or as numerous as the dust of the earth, or as the sand of the sea. Since he speaks in this case of Naziris terms, it is clear that he means to accept separate terms that repeat forever, like the hairs on his head, instead of a single long term Naziris.